Welcome back to Bi-Monthly Bull. I'm your host Lewis Spears and I am finally back from break and ready to bring you the news that is always 100% of the time 100% true. Before we begin, I would like to congratulate myself but also my team a little bit on remaining consistent with the Bi-Monthly Bull episodes. We didn't miss a single episode last year, even while I was on tour. And unlike all those mainstream media outlets like InfoWars or the Daily Stormer, everything we say on this show is true. So let's kick off this brand new year with Bi-Monthly Bull twice a month, every 2 weeks, just like we have for the last 3 years without missing a single episode. I'm Lewis Spears. Let's break down the last 2 weeks. In our first story tonight, it's over to Hong Kong, where for the last 6 months there have been consistent reports of riots and public disturbances that have only been going on for the last few days. Many people have been asking me for my thoughts on the Hong Kong situation and even to denounce China for the way they're treating their own citizens. And tonight, I'm going to give my honest opinion on the matter. Now, before I give my opinion, full disclosure, 70% of Bi-Monthly Bull is owned by overseas Chinese investors. Now, some might say that means Bi-Monthly Bull is a biased news source. I disagree. I think that it means we know 70% of the story, and that's enough to report on. And the truth is, China is the best country in the world. Tiananmen Square never happened. The Hong Kong protests are an elaborate hoax, and they're not concentration camps. They're 5-star hotels with no exits. With that out of the way, it's time for some entertainment news. The battle to dominate the streaming service world continues to rage on, with Netflix still currently at the top of the pile. But with new competitors being added every day, who will dominate this service that none of us need? Disney Plus and the creatively named Apple TV Plus are stepping into the streaming service ring to try and claim a slice of the pie. Disney Plus comes with every single Marvel film and TV series, every single Star Wars film and new original Star Wars TV series, and the entire Disney back catalogue, including all of their movies. But Apple TV Plus has Oprah. I think they're doing something with Oprah. So, they also have a show called See, which is based in a world where every single human being is born blind. I think we have a clip that we're going to play from the show. I can't fucking see anything. Now, not only is Disney killing it in the streaming market, they're also dominating at the box office, with the latest Star Wars trilogy raking in billions of dollars for the company, despite the fact that no one involved with making the films had any idea what the fuck they were trying to make. I want Snoke to be the bad guy. No, Snoke's stupid. I just killed him. Yeah, well, I think your whole movie is stupid, so I'm gonna ignore all of it. You can't ignore it. I killed Snoke. Nuh-uh, you didn't kill Snoke. He was just a clone. But the success of Star Wars was not without controversy, with Disney being accused of censorship and pandering for including a same-sex kiss in the Western version of Star Wars, but removing that kiss for the Singapore release of the film, where same-sex relationships are illegal. Most of the LGBT community is furious at Disney for promoting equality where profitable and removing equality where it's not. However, the bisexual community have said it would be a bit hypocritical of them to get mad at someone else just because they play for both teams. However, Disney has not given up on the fight for equality, with Marvel announcing recently that a trans character will be included in an upcoming Marvel film. For the Western release, of course. The Singapore version, the trans character's superpower will be complete and permanent invisibility. Here's a picture of them next to the Avengers. Over to technology news now, where recently the two original founders of Google, Larry Page and Sergey Brin, who started the company more than 20 years ago, have announced they are stepping down and handing over control of Google to the current CEO, Sundar Pichai. Giving up up control of one of the world's biggest and most profitable businesses might seem weird to some, but in the technology industry, getting an Indian guy to do everything is pretty standard. The two founders released a statement that says, going forward, Sundar will be the executive responsible and accountable for leading Google. Fuck, I love that they included and accountable. Like, what do they know that we don't? What is Google about to get in trouble for that they want nothing to do with? It's like they've gone, all right guys, all right, look, if you want to arrest anyone for Google's many, many crimes, especially the ones that are about to come to light next week at 12 p.m, don't arrest me. I had nothing to do with it. It was all Sundar. We're not refusing to disclose our political spending. Sundar just doesn't want you to know which parties or war bands we're funding. And we're not demonetizing every channel on YouTube. It's Sundar. He hates swearing and he hates Australians, especially long ones. You know what? I was talking shit before, but I've decided something. I really like this initiative. From now on, if anything bad happens, don't accept responsibility. Just blame Sundar. Oh, fuck! I just stubbed my toe. Sundar just stubbed my toe. Bloody Sundar! Oh no! I've accidentally appeased a dictatorship and enabled a tyrant to continue oppressing their people using my highly advanced machine learning and algorithms. Sundar accidentally appeased a tyrant and enabled them to oppress their own people. I had nothing to do with it. I'm just the founder. Hello, police? Yeah. Sundar just killed a hooker. Another one. Yeah. And I know where he's buried 3 others. Over to Australia now, where one of our biggest radio stations, Nova, is in hot water after accidentally airing an advertisement for a beauty salon that contained the word cunt.
Check out these local gigs, deals and events around Adelaide.
Get your kids' ears pierced at Essential Beauty now for just $42.95. Mutilate those little cunts beyond recognition with double operators and minimum fuss. Book at essentialbeauty.com.au.
The whole country seemed to be up in arms about this incredibly vulgar advertisement, which is strange because you would think that after Clive Palmer's recent election campaign, Australia would be used to advertisements with a big fat cunt in them. Now, you might be thinking, how the fuck did this happen? Like, how did an advertisement with the word cunt get blasted across the country? How did an advertisement with the word cunt in it even get recorded in the first place? Well, luckily for you, I worked in the radio industry for years, so I know exactly how this happened. Recording radio ads is boring as fuck. Sometimes you'll do 60 ads in a row and you just have to do 30 takes for every single ad, reading from a fucking script. So the only way to get through this recording session without going insane is to do a bunch of normal takes, get a good one in the bag, and then do a silly one, just to make everybody laugh. Now, what you shouldn't do with your silly take is save it on the system and then broadcast it nationwide. Well, fuck, maybe you should, because let's be honest, this is the best promotion that beauty salon has had in fucking years. In fact, I think putting the word cunt into your ads is such a good idea that I've decided to launch my brand new marketing firm, Mad Cunt Marketing. We'll take your slogan and put a vulgar word in it. KFC, Kentucky fucking chicken. Disneyland, the cuntiest place on earth. Google, don't be a cunt. We also do tour and live show promotions. So with that in mind, louispears.com/gigs, Sydney, January 30, I'll be in your city premiering at a cinema my yet unannounced TV pilot. Very secret project. All of the info is here. I can't talk too much about it. All of the details will be announced soon, but if you would like to watch the full TV pilot that I've been working on for almost a year, Sydney, January 30, louispears.com/gigs. I will see you there for a performance before the premiere and a Q&A afterwards, and I'll also be signing titties. Oh, I forgot to say cunt in that previous Sydney show advertisement, so cunt, there we go. Also, regional Australia. I'm driving up the East Coast with my good friend Luke Kidgel. We're going to be performing a split bill stand-up comedy show. It's called On the Road. The dates are here, tickets are there. I'll see you at the show. We also name mascots. Rice Bubbles. Their mascots are called Snap, Crackle and Pop. Pretty good. What about shit, piss and fuck? Alright, that's enough of that joke. I would like to keep my channel. And now it's time for the weather. If you listen closely, you can tell that right now it's raining. Thank you very much. That was the weather. And finally, in our top story tonight, it's time to take an in-depth look at the biggest controversy that has ever faced the English royal family. Prince Andrew has been credibly linked by multiple sources to child sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein, and has even been accused by multiple women of consorting with underage. I'm sorry, I'm just getting a report that this actually isn't a big controversy at all, and nobody fucking cares about it. What everybody's actually angry about is the fact that two fully grown 30-something married people want to move out of their parents' house and live life independently on their own dime. I suppose the reason why the media and the royal family is so upset about this is if Harry and Meghan don't raise their child in the royal palace, Prince Andrew might start jet-setting again. And that brings us to the end of tonight's episode. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and check in again 2 weeks from now. There will be a brand new Bi-Monthly Bull episode, and we are going to do our very best to deliver episodes of Bi-Monthly Bull bi-monthly, meaning twice a month, not every 2 months, which is what everybody thinks, only because this fucking series is so inconsistent. But if you would like to help support the show and help me continue funding the production of it, please consider supporting me on Patreon, because that is the only way we can bring this 100% true source of news to you. So, thank you for watching. I'll see you again in 2 weeks. I'm Lewis Spears. Have a good night.